Begonias used to be one of those staple plants, especially in the shade garden. But like so many other plants, there's more and more cultivars coming on the market that allow us to push plants into kind of a different environment than what we traditionally used to use them for. Similar to coleus that used to be always in the shade and now are introduced into the sun, we also have wax begonias that we can push into the sun as well. Today we're here in the trial gardens, and I always enjoy walking through the trial gardens, especially later in the season, to see really what has survived when it comes to the annuals. And it was the begonias that really grabbed my attention this time walking through. And here in front of us we have one that's called Double Up, and this is a true wax begonia. It's a newer cultivar, and this one is the red variety, and you can see it's got its name Double Up because it has small double flowers. Now back in the day, if you were going to push any of the wax begonias into the sun, you wanted to use the ones that had more of that bronze foliage because they didn't scorch quite as much in the sun. Now this one has been growing just fine all season long in full sun. And again, as a reminder, being in the trial gardens, basically they're planted and watered, so they really don't receive a lot of maintenance. So we kind of evaluate how well they do in a low maintenance situation. Now you can see it does have some dead flowers on it that do kind of sort of self-clean, but it will continue to bloom even if you don't deadhead it. Over here we have the Double Up Pink, and you can see it has the traditional light green foliage. Again, this has been growing in full sun all season long and has done fairly well. Again, it's got the double flowers. Now if you want the white flower, this series also has a white variety available. The one that really caught my eye, however, was not a true wax begonia, but it's just down the way, so let's go take a look. Now the wax begonias are Begonia semperflorens, and this is Begonia benariensis. And you can see it looks like a wax begonia, but on steroids. And you probably can understand why it might have grabbed my attention being out here in the trial gardens. It's just a beautiful plant and has done well for us all season long. It's got huge flowers that are about 1.5 inches in diameter, and you can see how many flowers it has on one cluster there. Again, it still kind of has that wax begonia look to it, but instead of the leaves being round, they're a little bit more like that angel wing begonia that has more of a one-sided angel wing shape to it. So while the other wax begonias are a little more compact, only getting to be about 1 foot tall, this one's going to get to be about 18 inches to 2 feet tall. It's just a beautiful example of how you can incorporate begonias into your landscape. Now this particular one is called Surefire Red, but if red's not your color, you might look for the Surefire Rose. It will have more of a bronze foliage to it, and then of course a rose-colored flower. Now I know this isn't the time of year to be planting annuals as we kind of trail off and go into winter, but it's never too late to start planning for next season.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.